everyone, welcome to PCS Success Wheel. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. So, with this motivating quote, let's start the current affairs for 22nd June 2022. Before proceeding, we will take the question of the day, and the question is, which of the following is not one of the countries in which the Mekong River flows through? So the options are China, Laos, Cambodia, and Philippines. Those who know the answer, please ping in the comment box and I will tell the answer after the video. Again, we will look for some books and authors. So the first one is Ratan N. Tata, The Authorized Biography. This book is written by Dr. Thomas Matthew. The second one is The $10 Trillion Dream. So the author of this book is Subhash Chandra Garg. We will do two books and authors every day in the current affairs so that you can make up to these. So starting with the current affair, the first question for today is National Initiative for Promoting Upskilling of Nirman Workers Nipun. NIPUN Nipun is an initiative of which union ministry? So the options are A. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, B. Ministry of MSME, C. Ministry of Commerce and Industry, D. Ministry of Women and Child Development. So Nipun, National Initiative for Programming Upskilling of Nirman Workers, was launched on 20th June 2022 by Union Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs Hardeep Singh Puri. So the correct answer is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, option A. So what about Nipun initiative? What it is? So the Nipun initiative was launched for skill training of 1 lakh construction workers. So this Nipun initiative is related to the construction workers. Question may be asked like Nipun initiative with is related to which of the following? Options may be roadside vendors, construction workers, daily wagers, something like this. So the answer will be construction workers. It has been launched under the flagship scheme of Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Urban Livelihood Mission, that is DAY-NULM. DAY-NULM. Acha, which organization will implement the project? So Nipun project will be implemented by National Skill Development Corporation NSDC, which is the nodal agency under Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship MSDE. Next, name the author of the book Gautam Adani, The Man Who Changed India. So the author of the book is R.N. Bhaskar. Option B. R.N. Bhaskar is the author of the book Gautam Adani, The Man Who Changed India. So the book, written by journalist author R.N. Bhaskar, claims to bring to light for the first time the unknown aspects of one of the richest men in the world. So one more thing about Gautam Adani. Recently, he has been named on Time 100 Most Influential list under the Titans category, along with personalities like Tim Cook, Christine Lagarde, Oprah Winfrey, etc. Third question, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Center for Brain Research (CBR) at the Indian Institute of Science (IISc). So IISc is located in which city? Options are A. Pune, B. Bengaluru, C. Mohali, D. Kolkata. So the correct answer is B. Bengaluru. Let's know about CBR. So CBR is developed as a one of its kind research facility and focuses on conducting vital research to provide evidence-based public health interventions to manage age-related brain disorder. So CBR is related to age-related brain disorders. Age-related brain disorders. And Center for Brain Research set up at the cost of 280 crore. This one is also important. The cost for CBR is 280 crore. Along with this, PM Modi inaugurated the CBR at IISc Bangalore and laid the foundation for Bakshi Parthasarthi Multi-Speciality Hospital at the Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. Next. In which country world's largest ever freshwater fish has been found recently? So, in Cambodia, options A, Australia, B, China, C, Cambodia, and D, Chile. So, the world largest ever freshwater fish has been found in Cambodia. So, scientists have caught the world's largest recorded freshwater fish named the giant stingray. The name of the fish is giant stingray in the Mekong River of Cambodia. Mekong River of Cambodia. So, giant stingray was captured under Wonders of the Mekong project. Wonders of the Mekong project is the joint project of Cambodia and US research project. So, the weight of this giant stingray is about 300 kg, and the earlier record for a freshwater fish was 293 kg. It was also found in the Mekong River and named as giant catfish. So, let's know something about Mekong River. So, it is a transboundary river. Mekong River is a transboundary river flowing in the East Asia and Southeast Asia. It is the 12th longest river in world and third longest in Asia, originating in the Tibetan Plateau. So, Mekong River originates in Tibetan Plateau. This may come as a question, and it runs across China, Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Next, which is the main venue of the 8th International Day of Yoga celebrations in India? So the options are A, Gandhinagar, B, Mysuru, C, Hyderabad, D, Patna. So the correct answer is option B, Mysuru. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he inaugurated the International Day of Yoga from Mysuru, and theme of this year for International Day of Yoga, that is 21st June, summer solstice, and the theme is Yoga for Humanity, and around 25 crore people across the world are where they took part in this event, and Ministry of Ayush has chosen the theme of this day. Innovative concept of guardian ring was also adopted this year, guardian ring, and India is celebrating 75 years of independence, and to mark this day, 75 iconic sites across the country was selected for International Day of Yoga, and Mysuru was one of them, and also Jantar Mantar from Delhi, several places from Delhi and across the country like Ranchi, Patna, all these places were among the 75 iconic sites selected for the IDY. Next, which of the following country will attend NATO summit for the first time? So the options are Japan, B, Italy, C, Spain, and D, Poland, and the correct option is Japan. So Japan will attend the NATO summit for the first time, and Japan is a US ally, and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida will attend this month NATO summit in Madrid. So NATO summit this year is going to be held in Madrid. Sweden and Finland, which have applied to join NATO, are sending their delegations to the summit. What is NATO? NATO is North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and total members are 30. There are total 30 members in NATO. Also, NATO latest member is North Macedonia. North Macedonia is the latest addition to NATO, and the General Secretary of NATO is Jens Stoltenberg, and headquarters is at Brussels, Belgium, and it was found in the year 1949, 4th April 1949. Next, the multinational peacekeeping exercise Khan Quest 2022 was organized in which country? So exercise Khan Quest was organized this year in which of the following countries? Options are A, Iraq, B, Iran, C, Syria, and D, Mongolia. The correct answer is Mongolia. So the multinational peacekeeping exercise Khan Quest 2022 was organized at the Peace Support Operations Training Center at Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia. The Indian contingent consisting of the personnel from Ladakh Scout participated in this event. And the military exercise will enhance the level of defense cooperation between Indian Army and participating countries, especially with the Mongolian armed forces, which will enhance bilateral relations between the two countries. Next, who has become the joint fifth highest goal scorer in international football? Options are Ali Dai, Mukhtar B. Mukhtar Dahari, C. Lionel Messi, and D. Sunil Chhetri. So, the fifth highest goal scorer in international football is Sunil Chhetri, option D. So, Indian men's football team captain Sunil Chhetri scored his 84th international goal against Hong Kong during the Asian Football Confederation AFC in Asian Cup 2023 qualifiers. Next, who among the following has won the Canadian Grand Prix 2022? Options are Lewis Hamilton, B. Sergio Perez, C. Max Verstappen, D. Carlos Sainz. So the correct answer is Max Verstappen. So Red Bull's Max Verstappen claimed his sixth victory of the Formula One season after withstanding pressure from Ferrari's Carlos Sainz in the closing stage of the Canadian Grand Prix. Next, indigenous metal 3D printer for aerospace has been developed by. So indigenous metal 3D printer for aerospace has been developed by which of the following institutions? So the options are IIT Delhi, B. IISc Bangalore, C. DRDO, D. IIT Jodhpur. The correct option is IIT Jodhpur. So IIT Jodhpur has developed metal 3D printer for use in aerospace, defense and other engineering applications. The main goal of this project is to reduce the cost and attract a broader group of customers. It has been used for repairing and adding additional material to the existing components. So with this, we are done with the current affairs for 22nd June. And now the answer for the first question is Mekong River flows through which countries? So Mekong River is a transboundary river and it flows through China, and then Myanmar, some parts of Myanmar. It forms a boundary between Laos and Myanmar, and then Thailand, Laos, Thailand and Vietnam. So Mekong River, it does not flow through the Philippines. It flows through China, Laos, Cambodia, but not through Philippines. The correct option is Philippines. So thanks for watching and please do subscribe to the PCS Success Well. Thank you.